Welcome and namaste. You might be wondering why I'm wearing a jacket and a hat. I guess in Midland, Michigan, when we moved here, nobody told us that the temperature never goes above 50. I mean, it's mid-May and we are still around 52. People talk about this beautiful summer, all full 2 days of it, uh, which will be good. So we are waiting on that one. But yeah, it's kind of funny. It's still cold. I think it's going to get warmer next week into 70s and then it doesn't get into 90s, which is still okay. We were in Florida for 7 years and we have seen the other aspect of it, which is continuously hot, where you cannot even go out either, right? You only have to go out at around 7, after 7, otherwise you will be sweating through every pore and crack of your body. So today I just want to touch base. So today's video is more about a practical tip that you can do, right? Some of these videos, like the way they go, some of them are philosophical, where we think about energy, what is happiness, and how we can maintain it. Like my last video was more about how you can preparing for the sad movement so that you don't feel that much sad and you can get up stronger, how you can adjust to that. Today's video is more about a definitive tip, okay, with the way things are going and the time which we are in. And that tip is, you need to really sit back and reassess your social media strategy, okay? And social media doesn't necessarily mean Facebook or Twitter or anything. It can be Instagram, it can be LinkedIn, it can be your daily text messaging, it can be WhatsApp groups, Snapchat. I don't even know what all is out there because I use very few of them. But you need to analyze, like, is social media helping you or hurting you, and why do you want, okay? Why do you want to keep it active? And the reason I'm saying that is because, as you know, we are going to go back in the election cycle. Last time what happened during the election cycles, a lot of people broke their friendships, a lot of people broke their relatives, their relationships. There was a hard issue. People would be on social media, they would look at fake news, they would look at propaganda, they would be mad within themselves, they would be thinking about it all the time, like, how come such and such think this way, or how come she doesn't understand the point of view, or how come he is thinking this way. And that just generated a lot more sorrow for a lot of people, right? And I can tell that from personal experience. And it's very important in that aspect that you sit down, you reanalyze your social media as to why you're using the social media. Social media is a very strong content, it's a very strong aspect of it. It helps you connect with a lot of like-minded people. But is that the real reason for social media? Think about it. If you are only going to get connected with the like-minded people, you're only going to look at one aspect of your life. Okay, if you start blocking, if you start getting into arguments, if you start overthinking about what other person is saying, all you are doing there is you are just justifying your point of view, and you are never going to help yourself get up. And what's going to happen is you're going to not be happy anymore, because you're always going to be thinking about that process. I have social media. So the social media that I use for is, I have certain hobbies. It's not a secret that I collect perfumes. So most of my social media is based on perfumes. It's also based on a little bit of more healthy living, like how you can live healthy, eating right, working out, and all that stuff. Like, those are the things that I follow. But when I follow those things, oh, actually, and I also have social media so that people in India, my half family is in India, so they can see our pictures, they can see pictures of my kids, my family, what we are doing, so that they are continuously in connection with us. But what I'm observing is, even with some people will say, like, oh yeah, you are using the social media for hobbies, you are using the social media for workout, and it's really good. But it is not, because every day I'm constantly bombarded by different workouts and different healthy lifestyles, and every time I read an article, I'm like, dang, I'm doing something wrong and I need to do something better. And in that process, I'm losing myself, because I'm not getting time to live my life, right? because every day I'm trying something new. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should try that workout, or maybe I should smell that perfume, or maybe I should do this in my career. And then the next day you open your the next day you open your social media and there is another tip again, and you're like, maybe what I did yesterday was wrong, now I need to start doing that. And you start building that pressure on yourself, okay, from coming from the social media. That's one aspect of it. Second aspect of it, as we all everyone knows, is social media is used more for stalking purposes. And a lot of pictures and a lot of stories on social media are not people's everyday life. They are highlights. They are the real life, right? They are not, it's not the real life. And what happens is you will equate their highlights with your own life, and you will always think like, oh my gosh, my life is boring. Like you will see people moving, traveling from one place to another. Oh my gosh, gorgeous, their life, it's so beautiful. You will see their kids' pictures, you'll see their house picture and all the other stuff. But you don't know the struggles they are going through. You don't know their mental aspects, their mental struggles that they are facing. But in your mind, you are going to compare yourself to the pictures that they are showing on social media, and then you are going to be in that aspect of, maybe my life is not good, and that will drive you to be sad more. So if you want to be really happy, okay, make sure that you assess your social media as to which social media you want to be on, and why are you there, and what you are going to follow, and what you are going to react to. Okay, if talking about politics is making riffs, is making you sad, is taking away the happiness, do not argue over it. It's not worth arguing over, because people like you and me who are not active in politics, at the end of the day, the politicians do whatever they want to do, no matter what, and we are left to fend ourselves. Okay, just because Trump is there doesn't mean something's happening, or just because Hillary is there doesn't mean something's happening. Like, it's not the country or the organization or the democracy is not that fragile that one person breaks everything. Okay, and even if they break everything before it comes to you, it's completely diluted whatever that's going on, so you don't have to worry about it. So think about that aspect of it. Are you comparing yourself to people? Don't do it. If your inner behavior is to look at other people's real life and compare yourself to them, make sure that you don't do that, or you get out of that social media. If Facebook is causing you to do that, stop the Facebook use. If watching my videos is making you sad, don't watch my videos, because at the end of the day, my purpose is not to get viewership or anything. My purpose is you learn something over here and you get happy. So if that's not making you happy watching this video, don't do it. You know, just stop it. But please, please, please reassess your social media habits and see if that's causing you to be sad and not get into the happy habits. And the third thing about social media, as everybody knows, is you will lose time, and that you are never going to get back, right? I mean, I see it every Sunday. I think on iPhone they have started sending like your screen time, what your screen time is. And if you look at your screen time and dive into details, it will tell you which app you used for what, how many times. And that's really a good data to understand how much time you are using on each social media. So that's the message for today. Reassess your social media strategy, why you are using it, is it really making you happy, and if not, get out of there. Okay, if you like this video, please comment on it. If you want to know more about some of the happiness stuff, please comment downstairs. Subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you again. Namaste.